How's it going there? It's Jordan Smith here, your Northeast area Nebraska forester. And today we're here to talk about Scotch pine and pine woods and replacement pine trees. I'm sure as many of you noticed, drive along the road or along the highway and you look into the windbreaks and you see a lot of red and dying pine trees. Those are going to be your Scotch pine, and they're dying from a disease called pine wilt, which basically suffocates the tree and kind of drowns them, or lack thereof, so they can't get any nutrients in their body. So they kind of die. And so now we're talking about replacement pines. If you're looking for a good sturdy pine for your windbreak, look no further than the one that I'm standing underneath. It's ponderosa pine. It's our native conifer. The way we can tell those apart from others is we got very long needles, in groups of 3, and then they got a pretty large size cone as well, about the size of your, a little bit smaller than the size of your palm, and that's going to be your ponderosa pine. Ponderosa pine grows well in almost all soil types except for heavy clay. It does really well in sandy soils, which is why you see them a little bit farther out west in the Pine Ridge, is where they're most famous for out here in Nebraska. Our last native stand closest east would be out by the Niobrara Valley. But they do grow here, and as you can tell by the size of the tree behind me, it grows very well indeed. Other trees you can use for your windbreaks as a pine replacement could be white pine, eastern white pine, southwest white pine as well. Both those will grow here. Your eastern white pine might get a little bit of wind burns in the winter since we have dry and windy winters. Your southwest white pines, they'll fare a little bit better in the winter as well. If you're looking to move away from the pines, you could go with spruces. You go to your typical Black Hill spruce or blue spruce as well. Both those grow very well here in northeast Nebraska and grow very well in windbreaks. And if you're looking for go kind of crazy, you can go with the fir. You can go concolor fir, big kind of Christmas tree style tree. And when you crush the needles up, it smells just like tangerines. That's a fun tree as well to have. Or you can go with a Doug fir. Not too many of those up here in northeast Nebraska, but the ones that are here grow very well. If you're looking for a fun tree that really won't protect you from a lot of wind, especially in the winter, you could go with bald cypress. Think about down south, big sweeping cypress swamps. Those will grow here in Nebraska and grow pretty well. You'll just lose your needles in the fall, which could be an issue, especially in a windbreak. But that's all I have for now, and thanks for tuning in.